to the Crusader Kings mega campaign that we are doing. And we are playing for a long time. Oh, my phone. Well, I'll start the intro. Alright. I don't need the phone while I'm streaming. So, we have been playing a mega campaign through the ages for a couple of years now. We started in Imperator Rome, the previous game. Then that was set in the Roman times. Then we converted the save file to the medieval version, the one we are now in. The Crusader Kings. And it's... And my phone made a sound. Let me just turn off my phone. Sorry, it's gonna annoy me. That's going to annoy me. That's going to annoy me. I thought I turned off my phone, but I didn't. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, Fernando, love your content. Joining your next stream. Would you before if I don't know, Fernando, if you're going to sell me stuff. Or I don't know if you want to add me. This is quite weird. Oh, this message is blocked. Yeah, that's automodding. I don't need like Discord names. I bet that's a bot on Twitch. So okay, we have been playing this mega campaign since Imperator Rome, and we started in Imperator Rome. Now we're in Crusader Kings, and we built an empire of Asternic. We have been dominating Europe, but lately we have a while before we start isolating ourselves, and we were doing quite good. But then the rise of Massilia happened, while the Mongol Empire was dominating until the east of Europe. We were fighting off the war over here with the Mongols, hopefully making sure the Mongols would not cross too deep into Europe before they would collapse. We succeeded in that. We were able to stop the Mongols around near the Baltic. We kept fighting so they wouldn't be able to like continue their war effort pushing into Europe. But under our nose, Massilia rose up and became quite powerful. Ironically, this is the empire we played in Imperator Rome. We played the city of Massilia, so we are fighting our own worst enemy. We created this. We also created the religion of the Sternic Order in the past because we needed that to fight off the Scandinavian Vikings because we need to raise money. Then, just because, for low reasons, and because it was annoying that people kept asking me for forgiveness, we allowed this to... We allowed this title to be split from our main title, so the Order. That backfired because now that religion, the Pope or the head of the religion of this faith, as Sternic faith, has become quite powerful with all the money and donations they keep getting from other people. So they probably have like lots of mercenaries and they can just print soldiers. Hello, Isaac. Can you add a new save? Okay, I can upload a new save file to the Discord. We have a Discord. If you look in the YouTube or on Twitch, we have a Discord link right there. And what Isaac is asking on YouTube, it's what I'll try to remind me if I forget. You can always drop me a message in the Discord, in our beautiful Discord, to drop the save file. I can drop the save file of this or how we ended up now. And one more technical note before we start is that this is right before the All Under Heaven DLC will be released. So that happens tomorrow. I don't know how long it will take to do the edits, because we are going to do on our Discord edit East Asia and make like custom kingdoms and custom nations, because there's alternative history, so everything that happened here is different, so it would be weird if nothing happened over here. So that's what we will be doing, making custom lore, and at the same time we are fighting a war, and we lost a battle, and now we are moving back south. So that's everything I have. For now, we have to win this war. That's the only real important thing. But how we do that, probably we retreat a little bit. Oh, and there go our allies. There go our allies. Not much we can do about that, sadly. Wait, are our allies winning? No, our allies are losing. And we got a new martial perk. There we go. We also pregnant. Okay, we are right here. We need to resupply. We cannot really fight the enemy up there, I feel like. How many troops do we have? We have 80k. I do think we could win if we go north, but I see 40k there. I do think we can win. I do think we can win. But I want our allies to also come down south. And then we will fight them north. Oh, we have one. Oh, this is one important counselor. Yeah, we need to make the money. We need to make the money. We are losing money so fast. Hello, Stephen Parker. How was your dynasty? Happy Fishbowl Halloween edition. Yeah, well, okay, we could say this is a Halloween edition because we are. There are two houses of the Parker dynasty. There's this house now. Where is this house? This is the house over there. Interesting. And now we just look at this living members and then we rank them by military strength. So of course, one over there, one over there, there's one over here, and there is one here. And there we have the mercenary band. Pretty cool. The dynasty is flourishing, so that's quite cool. Okay, we are waiting for our allies to arrive. Okay. We have a new child. We have an heir. Okay. Let's actually look. No, that's clear. Let's name this after the founder of our dynasty, like our ancestor, like our distant ancestor, Lucaon. Let me see if we can find Lucaon. If we go way back, we should be able to find Lucaon. Sternik. Oh no, we went too far. Isaac's dynasty. Oh yeah, now we are in Caledonia. Right, or just click the grandparents until we reach Lucaon. Okay, yeah. This. Oh no, Kairos was the founder. Oh, Kairos was the founder of the dynasty. Let's name this one after the founder of our dynasty, Kairos. The boyfish also, sorry, I try to keep it semi-seriously. Would be funny. We have called the purple people Pankaneko Pancake. I remember it was also your suggestion, 7. That was quite cool. That was funny. And I do think they became king at one point. That was pretty cool. Okay. Okay, it's interesting because the enemy seems to be leaving for the water. That's something I kind of like. I kind of like that because that means we can go up north and fight them. Okay, we're getting some supply, and then I do need to strike quickly. Just because they are movement locked, we are going to collect our troops here, and then we're going to fight them there. Luckily we are allied with the Kingdom of Caledonia, because the Kingdom of Caledonia just became the dynasty head. That means the Queen of Caledonia is stronger than we are. Oh yeah. So luckily we. Oh, okay. I was kind of regretting marrying this Cleon, but I do think this gives us an alliance to Caledonia, because this is Cleon of Caledonia. I think like his sister is the Queen of Caledonia. Quite powerful kingdom within our territory. They can probably start a civil war, so we should keep Caledonia as happy as they want to be. And we need to get a doctor for this thingy right here. Okay. Right now, hear me out, we are going to attack them right there, even as we are not ready probably. Just because right now a bunch of them are on boat. So we... This person left my prisoner. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh. Why are they so expensive? We don't have the money to cure our son. 800 for... How much do you think our kingdom makes? You cannot just come to the kingdom and say, hey, just give me more money than your kingdom is worth. Oh boy, I don't want my husband to actually die. That's actually a danger to the kingdom. The husband dies, Caledonia can absolutely crush us. Like, even if some characters like you, let's take a look here. If some characters like you, sometimes... Okay, this one is trusting. Sometimes with the personality, I do think when they are like ambitious or something, they will rebel even if they like you. But this doesn't seem to be the case. The heir... seems to be fine too. Hello, Dark Noob. I'm just listening. I'm playing the Game of Thrones. Ooh, sick, yes. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Get the curse. Hopefully not, hopefully not. Oh no, oh we won that. Okay, I do think we are winning this war just because Carthage came in. Like, Carthage is incredibly strong. But if Carthage enters into another war down here south, because Carthage is so far away, it's over for us. Like, there's literally... we could be like... Oh, this looks nice. Look at Rutikulia. It's like becoming the new Germany. I think they also start over here. Like that, yeah, right there's the capital. So they start also like the Prussians over here. That's quite cool. Let's actually take a look around the world. We've been so focused on ourselves. Let's look what's going on. So we have Pelagonia Inferiors. Maybe that should have like a different name. That's a bit quite weird name to call your country. Where are you from? I'm from Pelagonia Inferiors. It's like smaller Pelagonia. And Iris, okay, maybe we should change the names around here. I don't know. Greece is right there. Histria, I like the name Histria. It's quite a cool name. Balric Empire. I changed this name, by the way, because it said the Baltic Finno Empire, so I changed it to Farfimia. You are House Stark as the Ironborn's bastards. Oh, but okay, interesting. And I've changed the Central African empire name to the Empire of Kurutdan. I don't know if I did it correctly because I do look like to the capital, like, and then try to make like a cool name, but. And look a little bit how the local, like, I looked at the heritage a little bit, like, what is the heritage of this culture? But, yeah, I don't know if I sometimes make, like, a silly name. It could happen. And this is the rest of the world. The Mongol Empire quite well has, like, collapsed and fractured in many pieces. And they seem to have be fighting many wars. That should be quite hard to fight so many wars, because it doesn't seem stable at all if you have that far away borders. The Seljuks, like Misrap asked, have been added to the campaign here. So it's the question how far they will reach. And yeah, that seems to be the world. Like the Gaulish Empire has become like a frontier state. Like the new countries that spawned out of it are like gulping it and eating it from the inside. Belgium is still here. And Belgium seemed to have expanded. I don't remember Belgium owning this island, but I might be wrong. I think they took Iceland because Iceland was like independent, I think. Or no, Iceland, I mean Sealand. Old Sealand. There we go, right. Okay. Pretty good. I kind of want to be ambitious. I kind of want to go for their capital. But I feel that's a mistake. That's a mistake. The heir married. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, that's not a good situation. That's not a good situation. Equal. I don't think they can change equal. I can for you, Dark Noob. I can for you, Dark Noob. But also put like a reminder maybe in the Discord for me. Because I tend to forget things like this. I can try to change the inheritance laws to preferred male, but I don't know if they can change the laws, because if we look at... Let's see if we can change the laws. If we can change the laws, probably they can change the laws too of inheritance. We have to change this to High Crown Authority anyhow. Oh no. Okay, gender law equal... Like, we cannot do preferred male. Why not? Why is it not possible for us? Why can we not change it to preferred male? It doesn't tell me why it is not allowed to. I will try to see if I can change it for Belgium, but if I can't, I simply cannot do it. So I will go for high petition here. Pause the law, there we go. And yeah, this does mean it might fall out of your dynasty. That's a sad reality. If it goes to here and then it goes to down here, this is not like part of the dynasty. Okay, there we go. But yeah, if people have good ideas for the Asian expansion, because that's happening in a few days, that's happening tomorrow. Tomorrow we will know. Tomorrow we will know if it works out, the Asia expansion. Okay, now we need to think about supply lines. The winter has come here. Split in two. There's not much supply here. It's not like we can build infrastructure here. I do miss the Crusader King's 3 forts sometimes. Wait, there they are. Yay, we balance the humors. There we go. Medieval medicine. So great, isn't it? Is there supply here? There's supply here, there's supply here. Yeah, I have written like a little bit of like a document, like what I think would be pretty cool to include in the Asia. Like if we start adding pieces in Asia, like what we could like add. There we go. Let's send in the troops a bit closer. We just slowly try to get a bit of land from over here. We let's not be not enough soldiers. Okay, we need to send a few more in. There we go. I need to help them. I don't know if I will. Like, sometimes I will, sometimes I not. Like, I will help the dynasty here and there, maybe, but I will not like start manipulate. I will not like edit too many things in the world. Like but if we conquer Belgium, because we will try to get Belgium back. If I do want to, we could put one of your dynasty back on the throne, because we do have right here somebody from your dynasty in our kingdom. So yes, we could invade Belgium and put them on the throne. But I'm not going to edit these inheritance. But I think that's what you meant also. This is what you meant, that I will invade Belgium. And that I will probably do that, because we need to fight the Basilian Church. How is your dynasty, Isaac? Like, your dynasty has been busy, Isaac. Like, I have seen your dynasty here and there. Park has been taking over Scandinavia. That's pretty cool. Let's see. I said your dynasty has been cooking, and then I cannot find your dynasty. No, I think your dynasty is like controlling Luxembourg. Yeah. Your dynasty is like the strongest family inside Massilia right now. If we have this amount of living members, I think this is like one of the most powerful families. So this is the Duchess of Luxembourg, ruling is the strongest vassal, almost like ruling an entire kingdom within Massilia. So if we go to subjects and we do military strength, this is like the strongest, like literally owning almost the same amount of troops that we own. Then we have this one here. Over here in Carthage is your dynasty right here. Over here in Belgium your dynasty is. The funny thing about Isaac's dynasty, that I find so funny, is that I haven't really seen Isaac's dynasty rule any kingdoms. But Isaac's dynasty has always been like the second or the second or the third largest dynasty within a kingdom. So once we convert to Europa Universalis, definitely there will be some vassal states that have Isaac's dynasty as their major ruler. But for some reason, it hasn't happened yet that Isaac's dynasty has been ruling their own kingdom. This is pretty much a kingdom, by the way. This is pretty much a kingdom. Here is this one, and then falls outside of Isaac's dynasty. This keeps happening. This keeps happening with Isaac's dynasty. Like, other bloody pretenders keep coming in and out. We are going to take over Belgium because we are fighting a religious war with Massilia. And we're going to put, like, we could place a claimant on the throne if we have a claimant in our court. Or we're going to put this dynasty. Like, in-game it will not give us a claim, but in-game we do have, we can declare kingdom wars. So we can take the kingdom anyhow. We could already do that, because we have already somebody from your dynasty in our court. But in our land, I mean, as a title. I've played my practice game 2000 Years of the Mega Grand Campaign as the Seljuk Empire. Ooh, that's quite cool. An Habsburg dynasty with no funny business. How do you know that your family hasn't done any funny business, Isaac? Do you have the proof of that? Do you have the proof of your family not doing any funny business? This costs money. I'm not promoting any dynasty. We have an incentive to not peace out now, even if that they will accept. Because if we do this, look at what we get. That could bring us out of the dark age, because we only have been losing battles, and it hasn't been good. There we go. Third cousin. Well, so we could check out your family history. We could check it out. 3 baronies here. All right, that's pretty much. That's a lot. That's a lot. Alright, let's send them in here. And then we split this army up in two. And then we split this also in two, because then the catapult gets split. I'm pregnant again. Okay, I do not like to be pregnant as a female in this game. I don't like it. Every time you have a pregnancy, there's a chance for, like, dying. Oh boy. Alright, we got that castle. Let's wait a few minutes seconds before we get that castle, and then we go in here. Is this one county? It's one count, so we split up the troops again. There we go. Where are their troops at the moment? I see. So we should still be careful. It is pretty nasty in this game when you are fighting a war. You're fighting a big war with a big enemy. Smaller AI factions start attacking you. And it's so annoying. Because it happened to us also a few times. Especially over here, like in Iberia. I don't know what's happening over here in Iberia, by the way. Like, our vassals in Iberia have been expanding themselves. Especially like Caledonia down here. But over time, some like foreign enemy comes in and starts declaring a war here while we are fighting a war somewhere else. I have tried to do it, but no. We are not directly descendant from one ruler. Because in the past we didn't have because we have in the past we had like only male inheritance, because that's just how the game works. And at one point, I think when we founded the empire or the religion, it was just the oldest of the dynasty, so it was like female or male heir. So until the forming of the empire, I would say we have been male inheritance, except for a few times that we had to make sure that we had like a couple of matrilineal marriages, because we only had daughters, and then after that it was like the oldest child. So we are not directly descendant from the main line, because the main line, if you look to it like daughters or sons, sometimes it would jump to a son and sometimes it would jump to a daughter. So, but we are kind of directly one of the direct inheritors of our first character. You know what interests me the most of the ancestors could have been a jester or could have died by Bronze Bull image, having someone who died by Bronze Bull. I have lived Italy, so probably. Well, it's a high chance. Yeah, I do think. I don't know where this statistic is from. Probably like from some YouTube video, but they said like everybody in West. There they are again. There they are. Everybody in West Europe. So what is West Europe is first a question. If you trace their ancestry back to the year 800, everybody is descendant from everybody. But I don't know how true that is. It sounds pretty cool as a little fact to say, like in the pub, like, haha, everybody's related to each other if you trace them back until the year 800. But is that actually true? Okay, they're coming there. Okay, I do think we need to then head back. Because if that's the case, are they still busy with their... They still are busy with their other war. I don't want to split my troops. No, I will not be arrogant as before. I will not, like, try to be overconfident. The only way to win this war is not to get ticking war score. And we have, like, that they remove our ticking war score. So we should as quickly as possible react to this one right here. We should have reacted a bit faster. But we should not like leave our troops unguarded in the background here. I don't want any concubines because then we get too many times pregnant. And I don't like another plague. Another plague. Luckily we are at war. We don't need to really... Oh wait, we have a son. Completely forgot about this. We have a son. What do you want to make the son to be? Great conqueror. Well, I'm pretty good with this. I would like to be a little bit better at assassination. So let's put on Guardian. And it's like the biggest assassin Creed player in the... Send to you... We don't have money to send our own child to university. Oh, what has our kingdom become? What has our kingdom become? Well, we are related to each other, but Europe is definitely the most related to each other. Maybe in the Middle East too, it was Syrian. I honestly don't know. I am not a geneticist. Okay, this is good. We are just making them run. We are making them run. We are making them run away. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. We want to see them run, not siege down our castles. And they walked into... Like, I let them escape. I'll let them escape if they can escape. Maybe no, maybe not, maybe not. I would like to attack them and we have a quick victory there. Okay. Yes, we have victory, pretty good. Hopefully this is gonna push the war into our victory. Okay, we won that. Sadly, we didn't win the war, but it does mean their troops are stuck here. And we have a new son. Perfect, perfect. I do have something cool and excited to talk about. Something else outside of this game. Sultimated and all under heifer. I'm going to... Ooh, cool, cool. I have something cool to talk about because we have been busy like making... Uh-oh, we are sick now. Oh no. Oh no. Send the doctor. Okay. So I've been busy with Minecraft lately, right? Like we have been talking like with other streamers. Like we've been doing like this vampire event every Wednesday, and this Wednesday is the final one of this vampiric events for October. And I know it's for most right, but I'm not gonna take a doctor because we need the money. Enforce demands. Let's finish the war. Let's demand this person here. There we go, perfect. Ooh, that's super cool. You're making yourself adding to Game of Thrones CK2 mod. But I have been busy like communicating with, like we've been playing Minecraft with these other streamers and these other content creators, and some of them don't even do it. Like it's fun. And a couple of other people start making like their own events. Like we will do one for Christmas. And then I was like, okay, our channel is quite busy with medieval, with history. So I was asking, hey, can I make up an event set around the Middle Ages? And for now it looks like, if everything goes all right, of course, like with planning, preparing, and asking other people if they want to join, we would have a medieval Minecraft event. And that would be so cool, because I do think, like, in this channel's identity, we do have, like, inheritance and family and dynastic problems. So the core idea of this Minecraft server ID would be to have a little country, like a small kingdom where the king died, and you have different dukes trying to become the king of that kingdom. But it's not just conquest. There is some funny mechanics. Like if one duke dies, somebody else in that village becomes the next duke. So it's not hardcore. Then the other duke just becomes like a normal peasant or a normal person. So there is like an incentive to assassinate people from the outside. So another duke might try to kill the duke in the next town, or the own people wanna kill the duke because it's a bad ruler. So I thought that's quite fun, and we are like writing down the document to see how that could be accomplished and what mods to use and what not. I'm quite excited about this. That's why I start yapping about it, even if it is not finished. But I hope so that it works out. So that is to be maybe expected from like the Minecraft events. So it will return to Crusader Kings Middle Ages. And Mark, what did you do? Mark, what did you do? Look at you, what you did, Mark. Mark, you made the measles in Holland. Okay, it makes sense if you spread Holland. If you didn't know Dark Noob, I said and shit that the name they are called Mark. But Mark, why did you make your boils? Why are you spreading your boils, Mark? What are you doing? Why are you spreading this across the North Sea, Mark? Mark, can you explain this? Can you explain why you're spreading your boils to the rest of the world? I don't even know what you would imagine with boils. Oh no, our Empress is dying to Mark's boils. What is this, Mark? How could you? I injected myself into your game stat all over the place. And left into the... Oh no. Okay, wait. We can now hire a doctor. I completely forgot we can have a doctor now. We can survive. We can survive Mark's boils. Maybe you can survive Mark's boils. Where's the doctor? Okay. Terrible. Oh. Aptitude. Average. Okay. A point. There we go. Play control. No, we're on the survive. No position trade or... No, just do this. Oh, 7. Do you think Stark, Sansa, Arya, or Bran will win in the books in the Winter? Who will win? Hello, Kurasaka. Who would win? This needs to be a short fish accounting me. Then my comments at the end of it would be funny. We need to make it short. Yes. Blaming Mark, why did you spread this disease? Look how many people you've killed with your boils. Yes, finish class. Okay, good. You finished class. Finishing class, always cool. Okay. The romantic plague. Well, that's actually quite good of a name. That's a great name. The bat box. Ooh. Okay. Jude Kurastaki. Okay, I did perfectly the pronunciation. I did perfectly. What does it mean? Being tired? Let me put it in Google Translate to actually know how to pronounce this. I'm just quite terrible at pronouncing things. Okay.
Kurastka.
And it means I'm tired. There we go. Alright. So now we have got the money, but we are in mortal danger by Mark's boils. Pay ransom. Ooh, actually, I like that. Okay, first of all, we can do incredible things now. We can now improve. We can do long-term planning again because we finally are getting money back into our kingdom. And the other thing is we don't have that many titles, but our inheritance law do not yet allow this. But we could change this if we live until 20 more years, what is highly probable if we don't die to Mark's boils. If we do not die to Mark's boils, we could survive this for a long time. And they are attacking, but they already lost 100%, or else we could have been able to attack. I think we have a hostage from them. I would love to attack them, but we have learned from our mistakes. That should be the lesson here. We should be starting to learn from our mistakes. We cannot yet invade Belgium. How much we want to. Oh, they are part of this war. Oh no. This is quite bad, actually. I wanted to attack this kingdom maybe, but it seems that they are part with the Roman Sicilian League. And the Roman Sicilian League is quite strong. The Germans, no. The no. It's all the same bit of land. Declare war for our duchy. What does this bring under a tribute? I don't... I've not done this yet. I wonder if this changes that it makes this kingdom be part, like if this tributary status like disappears after our character dies. But this is not too bad of a deal, because if we make a Pictonia tributary, I hope that blocks off Massilia for going further south, because at the moment we have a hostage from Massilia, so that could slow their expansion down. So Massilia will not just declare war against us. It does seem they are not allied with the Roman Sicilians. So after this war we could invade them maybe. Their war's almost over. Let's first make them our vassal. Let's see how this mechanic works. Declare war. Make them a tributary. I know if we are declaring lots of wars, but we are preparing a little bit for the big, for the proxy war with Massilia, or else we die. Lithuania was created. Didn't even notice. Ooh, they are created. Ooh, that's interesting. Do they have an empire title here to form? Ooh, they could form this one. That's interesting. That's something to keep a watch on. I do think because the Mongols came here, they have changed the mechanics definitely here. Like, this was so different, and the Mongols came in, and now other kingdoms are rising and falling over here. So they did change the mechanics, just how they did in our timeline. Oh, it's pretty interesting. All right. Okay, we are going to war here. Raise all the troops here back, and let's continue our proxy war. At the same time, we should upgrade our cities, not forget that. And I want to have more titles. I forgot that I want to have more titles. So maybe after we vassalize Pictonia, we could go down to a war in Lithuania, because they are now no longer allies to the Roman Sicilians. Are they? They're allied to... Who's this? Somebody over there. Okay, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Okay, we have the troops here. We have the troops right there. Okay. So we are going to march slowly to their capital and then take their capital. That's gonna be the plan. I will send everybody in one big mass to this mountain here. Oh, 5% to get blind from the measles. Am I blind? I lost. Okay, we are no longer... we no longer have the measles. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. The warrior empress Alust. Kid, Kid, I want Persia. Mom, we have Persia at home. Persia at home. Hello, I am Persis. Or Persia is Persis, I guess. Oh, they started another war. And it... I don't know, why are you attacking already another country when you didn't click off finishing this war? I don't understand the AI sometimes. I don't understand the AI. My nose is itchy. There we go. There is their army. I still remember our Imperator Rome wars in Iberia. Those were so good. Because we were Massilia, we were fighting Carthage, we were fighting with Fardulia. It's so cool that when doing the Jur titles, I placed the Kingdom of Fardulia here when doing the conversion, because I think it was a different name. But I named it Fardulia because that was the kingdom that they played like an important role in the history of this mega campaign. They were like a tribe. And it was such a crazy battle. I still remember those days. I still remember when we crossed the Alps and we attacked Rogabo. Those were something. Well, that's something else also. That's something else. Akko S or Xata. I don't know what this means. Maybe somebody knows. Somebody smart. I was passing to Valencia. A peasant woman offers me a refreshing mug of... Stefan, are you inside my game? Stephen Parker, are you inside my game? What's happening today? First we have Mark's Plague from Dark Noob. And then Stephen Parker starts talking about milk. And then there is a character that walks up to us and they give us milk. A mug of milk with a taste sweeter than anything I have ever tasted before. How are people in the game? Like, what is this marvelous drink you have offered me? I was asked when she responded, milk from the earth, almond. Oh, there is no person that could resist the allure of this concoction on a hot summer. No child who could avoid smelling when offered a mug. No one phalangia without sweet tooth for it. This beverage isn't milk, it is gold. Okay. This is pretty interesting. Because almond milk was actually a drink people did drink a lot in the Middle Ages. Like now we associate it with people who are vegan or vegetarian, but actually in the Middle Ages this was like a common drink to have. Like there were dishes to make with this. Fund the plantation. Ooh, this is quite nice. I'm actually gonna fund this. County. No, I don't know. Maybe not. Because this is like in Iberia, we don't get. We have this game. Second shot Parker just computer. Come on, reasonable crash out. Come on, why don't I get a reasonable crash out? Why don't this chat not say that's a reasonable crash out? Chat, come on, give me one, Alright. Victory. Ooh, Dynasty Legacy available. Ooh. We are again fighting lots of wars. And now There we go. Now let's do the legitimacy one. Okay. What do we get for this? No, I thought I would leave for the besiegers. Split in half. Station besiegers. Let's send everybody else back to fight these ones over there. Let's walk across the mountains here. I've been here, by the way, with a car, like moving to the Alps to go to Andorra. I saw that enemy army right there. To be fair, it's better that we stay here, because they can never get more war score when besieging us than we can get from them. So that's fine, that's fine. Alright. So we are going to split an army down till being pretty small. Then I'm sending this one over there. And then we're going to combine them and split them again. I know you can probably like select the one catapult from them, but it's fine. Connect them, split them. And is this one county? This one county. Okay, so we can't even use them yet. We first have to conquer this entire county. Are we at... Okay, we can actually move through Massilia, I think. Yeah, we could move through Massilia and then go like that. Yeah, we could do it like that. Okay. I do think I will keep this army right here. Because they have to cross any way. Yo, beloved streamer. Hello, Harper Morgan. Hello, welcome in the Twitch chat. Oh, you made your mod work. That's quite cool. That's quite cool. Gets the Wolf Pluto. That's quite cool. That's quite cool. You made the mod work. You're becoming quite a modder, right, Dark Noob? Okay, we need some more troops over here, and we need to split our troops actually a bit more to make sure we get the right supply. Okay, connect them. Split off besiegers, because we are not doing this. We are not doing well for the supply. New cadet branch was formed. Okay, and also I want to now start focusing theologically, and we're gonna go down this path right now. The war focus is important, but we also need to do a theological focus, but I don't know if I want to travel again to go to a pilgrimage. You've only died once on a pilgrimage, but I don't know if I want to do that again. Some fish begets yeet on fish. If we want. Okay, we could go down here to fight them, but literally, like I said, we can conquer them. We can do more damage by besieging them than they can besiege us and do any damage to us. When did I start streaming? A long time ago. I think. Like the question started to stream today, maybe an hour ago, maybe 30 minutes ago. In total, years ago, I started streaming like a few times, like sometimes for a day, sometimes once every year, like a long time ago. So I've been streaming on and off. Then I decided to go on a Mare campaign, and that turned into my long-term streaming that we are doing now. Oh, we don't have the correct men-at-arms to siege down this castle. Their walls are upgrading and our technology is not keeping up. Oh, where is this county? Is there another castle here? Oh, there's right there another castle. Oh, okay, let's go. I'm not affiliated, and I don't know if I will do that. Getting affiliated. Maybe one day I will do the getting affiliated. But then people get ads on Twitch. Yes. Alright, okay, we should go to this castle. And they are moving back, so maybe actually we're moving to this castle right here. And there we go. Okay, I wonder if another war started. Oh, no other war started, so they're only fighting with me at the moment. No thank you for tips, by the way. No thank you for tips on Twitch. Okay, do we have this? No, we don't have the supply correctly. And... oh, there they are. Why am I so stupid sometimes? So why am I so stupid in this game? Why does it keep happening? Okay, technically, they are not yet attacking us. Okay. Oh, frick. I don't even know if we can win that. Let's let everybody in here. Are we winning this? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. Please let me win for once. Let me for once win this. Come on, we have more members. Oh. Cry out loud. It's never working out for us. It's never working out. Please, Harper Morgan, stop about that. I don't really mind not growing or growing on Twitch. It's good that you have a friend about that, if you say so, but... there we go. I'm not really in it, Harper. Like, I don't know if I can trust this. That's also a thing, right? Because you get so many times, like, bots or people offering you things. And then you have to pay or something, or they have, like, a plan. And secondly, I do know also people who stream and that are a bit more successful than me. So if I really wanted to get better in Twitch streaming, I could do it. But at the same time, I'm also streaming on YouTube. And... I'm doing this for a while already, and I'm doing it also a little bit as a hobby. Like, I work and do other things next to this. So I've been doing this consistently, also because I like it. Yeah. One more thing, Harper, and I'm going to block it. Okay, just stop about it. Build Rise the American Chinese Empire of 5-inch. Yeah, that would be funny. That would be funny. We have to see what Asia is going to do. Maybe they will make the Chinese American Empire. Okay. I don't like this. They're winning now. They're winning. That was not supposed to happen like that. Where did he get this? Okay. It's definitely a bot. Crying out loud. Crying out loud, that was a bot. Of course it was a bot. Harper is a bot. Stars. It's so sad. So annoying to have bots on Twitch. Ugh. Ugh. I kind of was considering to get rid of Twitch just because of the bots, but now I know other people who do like Twitch, and the Twitch chat together is a fun function, but I don't think Crusader Kings is that popular, or strategy paradox games on Twitch, so maybe I will just stop streaming these games on Twitch and only on YouTube, because on YouTube also the videos do way better. People actually like the Crusader Kings videos, and they watch the stream VODs. But yeah, playing this game on Twitch only is giving me bots. Like sometimes I get like one person on Twitch that likes Crusader Kings, but that's quite rare. And we are losing this war. No, no, no. Okay. Okay, there is a chance here because this is in a mountain. But I don't think we will make it in time there. Are we still allied to Carthage? We're no longer allied to Carthage. No! Our strong alliance! Our strong alliance is destroyed! Do we have somebody to bury off that? Ooh, this one is not buried. Okay. They have a daughter, and you have a son. I love our alliance with Carthage, okay? But maybe we should actually look at the the Sicilian League. No, they don't have good. Okay, Carthage is a pretty good alliance. I keep. This is my heir, by the way. Shall we marry our heir off too? Yeah, why not? Let's create some drama. It feels a bit like treason because we were such great enemies in the past with Carthage, and now we're the best of friends. Alright. We lost all our gates. Excellent. And now you join my beautiful war. Call to war. This is a great war. You want to join this? This is quite a funny war. Look, we have been memeing and doing stuff here in the mountains. It's quite cool. What should my house words be, Fish? Your house words. Your house words. Why can we not just look at your house words in this game? Let's see. From the ashes we rise to those are the house words here. Don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Offer military assistance by Denmark. Yeah, help me. Come and help me. Oh no, I don't want to lose this war. We were doing so good in this war. No. I'm going to cross the mountains. Going to cross the Pyrenees. And we're going to take the castle. Cost what it costs. We don't care. If you can defeat us, we just have to take this one castle. I think. Because they have taken war score now, right? They have taken war score. They have done us quite dirty there. Okay, we have to wait for the Carthaginian troops. There they are. Carthage is coming to save the day. That's so weird to say. That's so weird to say. That's so weird to say. Okay. We are lacking supply, but we are within enemy lands. And we're going to take that to them to make them cry. We don't take fearing cower or something. Words. Okay. The Carthaginian troops are right there. We need a bit more land because we need to spread out to get supply. Anyhow, okay. And now we need that supply chains. Why do I always play supply games in Crusader Kings games? In Paradox games, it's always about the supply. It's always about the supply. Could ever be about anything else. Oh, look at that! They are right here! Yay, we become the dynasty yet again. Okay. We need that supply, so we're spreading out. Okay, this is terrifying, them being right there. But if they attack us, we have the mountains right here. Do you have enough supply? No, we don't have enough supply. Okay, only that army, those two armies have enough supply. Go over there. Go over there. That's enough supply. Yeah, that's enough supply. Split in two. No. Go over there. Okay, this should be enough. They're getting attrition score, but right now their supply should be... situation should be fixed. Yeah, it should be fixed, I hope. But yeah, it should not kill them more. No allies, don't come in here. There's not enough supply for us, right? Oh no, they're coming, they're coming. Okay, we got a little bit of supply there. Eh. Daughter. But this one, Madeleine. Yeah, I accept that, I accept that. Okay, we've taken this castle. This is quite a hard castle to take. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. They don't have the supply anymore. Okay, let's combine them. Let's send in this supply to redo this supply right there. Didn't even see that. Okay. Combine. Now they mix their supply. And now we will send our army over there to take that castle. Go over there. Go over there. And go over there. Okay. Station besiegers. Okay, I don't have enough supply to actually besiege a castle. Let's send them back a little bit. I will let them gather some supply. There's not enough in this land here. We're only doing like a whole supply run here because there's still not enough supply in this land. There's some right there. So let's send in some of them here. Decline, don't need that. Not enough here. It's quite rough, the land here, by the way. I don't have enough supply for my troops here, and they're dying from attrition. So I'm sending in them. I don't want to send them in with the capital because I'm scared that they will move away if I do that. And right now they are the only ones like conquering another castle, so increasing our supply situation. Their army is right there, by the way. That's not good. There's not much we can do. That's terrible. Okay, sure. Okay. They are pretty good with their supplies, so let's move them in here, mix them here, then make them split in two again. They have enough supply. They don't have enough supply in their land. Okay, let's move them over there. And let's move them over there to that castle. And then they can split in two, finally. Jeez. I was asking if Fish would join World War III if that happened. That's a good question. That's a good question, Fish. No, jeez, I mean... That's a good question. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Depends how World War III starts, I guess. And depends if I actually have a choice in deciding what to do in World War III. Okay, the army is coming here. I think it's gonna be a fight. Let's gather in this castle. If you fight in a castle, you usually are a bit stronger in this game. But we can also fight in an open field, though we are not too strong enough to do that yet. I don't think we win if we do that, but we can wait it out. Oh no, they're stronger over there. So let's maneuver over there. Let's maneuver to this castle. Are we first in this castle? Are we first? Yeah, we are right first in this castle. Good, perfect. Let's maneuver back. Okay, if their movement locked here, we're going in. You'll join? Yes, yeah. It's a difficult question, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it will happen, so... Okay, they're running away, the enemy. The bastards. I know fighting them in a castle is maybe a little bit of a suicide, but... I'm going in there and hope my allies will follow in. Yeah, there we go. They should have the advantage, but right now the enemy has split their troops, so hopefully we have the advantage. No, 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 this cannot be happening. No! Oh, we lost. Okay, we're winning. Is that really the castle? Or was it just lucky roll? I don't know. How big is the Dutch army? It is, it's not too big. The Dutch army. Right now, they are increasing the size of the army because, you know, the NATO contributions. But at the moment, I don't know how much I want to talk about it because this channel is not about current day politics. But my brother is in the army and, like, he drives tanks. So they are improving the army, they're making it larger. And they are, like, working towards the quotas from NATO that they have to increase the army size. Making a picture from a custom trade is really hard, which I did expect. The war, we almost lost the battle, but cartridge saved the day. I don't know how we lost that battle, by the way. That was like quite a loss there. Now we have to take this castle, or else we will suffer too much attrition. We just won this battle, so that's pretty good. It's a pretty hard battle, by the way. And we are pregnant again! This game keeps saying I'm pregnant. That's something else. No, let's move, not move. Let's make sure they take the castle. Okay, they took the capital and we won the war. We won the war. We can demand a hostage. Can we demand their heir? Their heir is 50 years old. We can demand their heir. Their heir is betrothed to that person. I don't know. Do we have like any good children? Like we have this child here. That's a boy. Let's see. Can we demand like a daughter from them? Oh, like the youngest daughter is the one. I don't know. Who is this? Okay. Demand. They have this one. She has a claim on this kingdom. Confirm. There we go. We have an heir. This one here. Let's pin it for a bit and let's see if we can like force a marriage between them. Okay, now they're part of our... They have our color, so I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I should read the patch notes. We are fight... We are in fight... Yeah? What the frick is happening here? I'm being invaded by a horse lord. I'm the defender in this war. But I'm winning this war. How am I winning this war? Sure. You know, I don't even... I don't know what I did. I can make money out of this war. Like, if I just enforce this, I get a little bit of money out of this war. Sure. There we go. Okay, this is now part of our kingdom, I guess. I don't know how this works. So, they're truce, they're allied with me. How does this tributary system works? Suzerain. Tributary subjugation, is it like a contract also? Demand concubine, impose contract change. So they have with a contract. Okay. So they pay me with money. But they don't pay me with anything else. They pay me with prestige and money, but they don't pay me with soldiers. Okay, that's how it seems to be working. I wonder if it stays for generations. I think I never said it before. Are you guys familiar with favorite war? Taping the one in China. It happened to the War of the North. We were fighting up here, and we did win this war. That's how we got like so much money out of it. Available perk. Let's do this one. Let's see how far off we are from actually like converting to this religion. I think we are pretty far off actually. Yeah, we need way more faith. So actually going on pilgrimages, like using a little bit of peacetime to go on a pilgrimage would not be the worst idea. I don't know if we can go to untraveled once we are at war. So we have this bit of land now. A Belgium invasion would be interesting, but at the moment... As I go to friendly area, it says, okay, sure. There we go. Bye, disbanded. Alright. Military... let's go. Let's actually think of something. Let's go on a pilgrimage activity. And let's not die this time. Pilgrimage. Pious pilgrimage. This time we also spent money to make sure we don't lose anything. So we have a couple of dangers there. Let's hire a boat specialist. That's good. And let's hire the mercenaries. And... Then we spend more money because we want to actually become. There we go. We go on our pilgrimage. No, nothing happens on the water. Nothing happens on the water. Nothing happens on the water. No, nothing. Okay, good. We can start a legend too. The max endeavors of accent, right? Start promoting. At least that message now disappears about us needing to promote a bloody legend. We gain stress. No, let's not gain stress. I kind of want to keep this character as long as possible alive. I know it doesn't make sense because we have not enough stress, but I've encountered an astounding pilgrim on our route this far, and all have been pious, devoted to Zeus. However, as soon as we come into company of a group of strange travelers, distant land, they introduce them to an old Hellenic and tell us of the route. They say, okay. Technically, we are planning to start a heresy. Let's do it like Henry the Henry that was chopping off his wife's heads. He was quite pious, or he was pretending to be really pious. The map looks weird. Yeah, this is not only a mod, this is a mare campaign. So we started off in a different game in Imperator Rome from Crusader Kings, and then I played through the whole of Imperator Rome. We start as the city-state of Massilia, and we conquered like the most of West Europe and like North Africa. Then we converted the save file to Crusader Kings, and then I start as a county over here in Scotland. And we built a new kingdom, and now we are in the year 1272. And hopefully we can go to EU4, but maybe, who knows, maybe we do EU5. Maybe we do EU5, but I don't know if that's gonna be possible. We're planning to start a heresy fish 25. Have you guys gone to Italy? I wanted to go to Italy, but didn't go through. I had plans to go to Italy, but I have been to Greece, I have been to Turkey, I've been to Bosnia over here. So I've been further than Italy, but I have not seen Italy. I wanted to see Italy, I want to see a cool place. I've been to Barcelona. So I've been to both peninsulas, all of them, except for this Italian peninsula. Should still check it out. I also don't really like the traveling because it can kill you randomly, or maybe I'm not smart enough to understand. So, this is a good question. I get the chance of gaining. Okay, let's see what our character would do. It's obvious as I expect to be also pregnant, by the way, with traveling while being pregnant. I'm expecting to talk about a good tale, a mighty endeavor Exeter, but it must said that it made a bit easier, splendid bearing, understanding the morals of Reneum. Noble commoner alike, virtuous in personality, and certainly hasn't failed. Perhaps, yeah. Could I learn something from this guy? I don't think they should choose this one. Fields of Marco, both Choppy Bloom, if you leave. Even the stem is Lucius. Could you track down the source of the verdancy? Spotted a woman standing in a field, seeming to hold a lecture of some spot, gathering listeners. My name is Mistress Sima. She noticed me from a distance and turns. My knowledge is of gathering is vast. Yes. Income. Okay, she knows a lot. Okay, so we can learn about gathering, or we cannot. What does this trait do? We get more stewardship, guests. Okay, down to earth. It is delayed for 14 days. No, I don't want to delay the pilgrimage. I don't want to delay. Let's cast down the heresy. There we go. There we go. Is Roman still alive? Let's see if the Romans are still alive. I wonder, because the Mongols did come through here and did, like, destroy things. Okay, we have to change the empire name from the East Slavic Empire. If you have better suggestions, you can drop them in chat or in the Discord. And maybe I will change that. Well, the Avars again. Maybe this name is no longer the Avars. That's like the Roman culture. Okay, then we have, let's go cultures. We have the Romano-Avars. Okay, so they are Romano-Avars. Okay, they have still a kingdom here. So they're still right here. They are Sardinians, also descendants from the Romans. So it's pretty much still Roman over here. Everything is here Roman. Also Roman descendant, the flag. Roman with Slavic heritage. Okay, the Romans are still... you would be surprised how many Italians are also anime fans. I believe having some of the biggest amount of anime depth besides. Yeah, Dark Noob is also from Europe. From a strange country called Drenthe. This joke is a place in the Netherlands. Yeah, what also was quite cool and interesting to see, when I was in Barcelona, they had ads for animes just on the street. And the weirdest thing was, I did see like an ad, like a poster for Chainsaw Man in my town in the Netherlands, but that was quite small. In Barcelona, they had like big ads for, or on the metro you go for like, a new episode is coming out from Jujutsu Kaisen. Are you the only American? Are you the only American? Well, we get other Americans too. Stephen Parker was here, who is also an American. I don't know if Stephen Parker is still here. Alright, let's get the religion going. There we go. There we go. Getting... Okay. There's so much a woman can pray without looking for others. Equally important way spending one's time. High Priest Gundurm has a lovely residence. It kind of allows me to visit. I hear some voices come from the rooms, and in doing so, you have achieved the greatest technique. I peek inside and see Bright explaining her craft to a group of interested courtiers who are eager to follow her teachings. Such a expert feels wasted in a court like this. We should hire here. No, let's not get this master crafter, because we are not planning to craft any tools yet. We are saving up money for the big war. Betrothed can marry. Your sister marries the dude from Carthage. Let's go. Excellent. We have a new legacy. We have getting so many legacies lately. So let's, because we are on activity, we do want activity legacy. There we go. Yes, I am a pure Drent. Apparently, according to ChatGPT, I'm the oldest ancestor in an ancestor of 50% of today's people in Drenthe. Wait, what? What does that mean? I don't know. Like, you're the oldest... oh, we can name a child after ourselves. But we are in Massilia, so maybe we name this child after the Massilia. Massilia. Is that a Massilla. That sounds good. That sounds good. That's a great name. Hey, how are you? I really want to talk about, but since I don't know about this stuff, I will not chat. A pilgrim puts out an altar. Okay, yes, let's do that option. All right, we have also this child. I forgot we have this child. Oh, I cannot do the proposal for marriage. Okay, we just have this hostage here. Okay, that's fine. We did a random hostage in our country. I've actually found a perfect legal Italian website declared to free anime dubs too. I'm not Italian. I go. It's their dubs are better than English one. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. To be fair, I don't really listen to dubs of animes. It's been an honor. Finish the pilgrimage. Well, it's quite rubbish. Rubbish with the piety we got out of it. Do you still have enough to join the heresy? We don't have enough to join the heresy. How long to go for an other pilgrimage? How long does this cost? We could go for another pilgrimage, maybe. If there's no... maybe go to Rome. Because we've been talking about Italy so much. I just learned a couple of months ago that my career was partly Romani, technically making you also part Romani. Yeah, when your ancestors, right? So, my stepdad is, according to ChatGPT, or your stem, like your ancestor. I don't even know what stamfather is. Like your earliest ancestor, right? What is stamfather? I don't even know it's Dutch words. What Dark Noob is saying in Dutch. I am fake Dutch. Meaning. Oh, forefather. That makes sense. I don't know. I'm so... Forefather. Well, I don't know my own language. I don't know my own language, do I now? The oldest ancestor. Okay, my according to GPT is like the forefather is about from 50% from the people from Drenthe. Well, if you're from Drenthe, there's like one person that is like 50% from the people from Drenthe, their ancestor, then it makes sense that that's gonna be your ancestor. Do we have Dutch dubbed anime? Except for Pokemon? Maybe. Maybe we have the Movements. We have the Movements. The Movements are a Dutch dubbed. They are an anime, but they're also made in the Netherlands, partly, the production. Because it was a Dutch-Japanese, I don't know, Belgium, Finnish company that was making anime. So that's quite cool, actually. Like, we have Dutch anime. It's actually a thing that exists. I also think Alfred J. Kwak is a Dutch anime. Because it was animated in Japan. I will look it up. Alfred J. Kwak. Anime. It is an anime, yes, there we go. Let me pull out this anime right now. Let me show it here. So, let me get everything ready here, and it lets me put this, change my screen. There we go. So, right now, this one, I don't know if you know this show. This is technically an anime, because if you look at who did the... it is partly Japan, like it's made in Japan. And the animation was done in Japan. So this was like a Dutch, Belgium, with Tokyo TV in in the past that they made. It's actually a pretty good show if you find it's for children, but it does try to teach children about more adult topics that normally you wouldn't see in the children's show, because there is literally even a character, this character right here, this character that does World War II, that does like a senior mustache from World War II. And becomes the dictator and does all the, preparing the war crimes. Hello, the anti-centrist. So this is quite an interesting anime, especially for children, because it teaches things about the adult world that are quite rough, but it shows it to children, so it is not. It teaches adult topics. It's interesting to watch yourself, but sadly that's not what we do on this channel. But I can talk sometimes. I can sometimes yap about different TV shows and things, right? But yeah, that's technically a Dutch anime, and there are a couple of other Dutch animes. I actually didn't know that was a Dutch anime until I looked it up. And the reason why I looked it up was because I remember in the past, because I remember being a child, that there was a different Dutch anime, but I cannot find it. Because I was watching TV and there was like an anime that only was available online also in Dutch, but it had like the animation style of an anime. But I don't know the name. I barely know what the plot was about because I only watched the first episode, and then I just put it aside because I was like, it's not that good. And maybe that's why it's not so popular. But now I feel like that's like lost media. There was a talking cat, that's what I remember from an anime. And the changes right now is that we are in decline. Like, our empire slowly has been declining to the forces of Basilia. I don't know, this was the last time you were there. We lost a war in Scandinavia to the Scandinavian Empire. And Basilia is on the rise, so right now we are not the strongest power anymore. And maybe I should have peaced out with this war, because this war seems to be still going. So let's peace out with that war, so we don't need to care about it. I don't mind sparring. I do gain a bit of martial, why not? Yeah, we lost the war in Scandinavia, because, to be fair, this empire has become quite strong. And they have strong allies. We have literally been neglecting the continental wars and continental power play until the Mongols arrived from the east and they start like conquering and almost marching into Europe. So we woke up like a Stellaris fallen empire. We start fighting over here, trying to slow down the Mongol Empire until it imploded. And it did at one point. As you can see here, there are no Mongol Empire left, only some Temujin descendants around the world. And when we woke up, we have the Massilians with the religious order that can literally print money with this religious doctrine. They are our main rivals because there's nothing really that can stop their growth. They started off as a vassal from Massilia, and now they've taken over Massilia, and they're slowly expanding across Europe. And they are quite scary. We try to start conquering other places in the world so we could switch religion and make sure they get less money, but then the Scandinavians united when we started invading Scandinavia, and we were kicked out of Scandinavia. So at the moment, we are not doing well. We did a small victory in Pictonia. We made them our tributary, but it was only possible because Carthage came in and saved the day. So right now, at the moment, we are not doing well. Hello, Milton. How are you doing? Altair, hello! Hello, hello. Have you succeeded in Massilia region? So yeah, at the moment we are fighting the Massilians. Hello. So many people here. Thank you for being here. We have tried an all-out war with Massilia. We have tried one, and at the moment it does say we win. So that might be interesting. But in the past, when we tried to do a war like this, Massilia just prints money, because right now they do own literally the religion. They are the head of the religion. They can call in all the with all the money they can get from the communions. They can hire every mercenary there is on in the continent, and we are getting crushed. But maybe we can go to all out war with Massilia. Look at this. They're fighting 2 other wars, and they are losing. We have hostages. But I don't care about these hostages. Okay, I cannot declare this war, it says. Ooh, but this does cost me piety to declare a war like that. Ooh, okay. How old is this lady? Ooh, 70 years old, okay. Okay, that's not much war. Ah. This is not a lot. Only get this few titles. I could make Massilia my tributary. That would be crazy. Do it, war. Okay, we do want the war. We do want the war, don't we? Okay, we cannot do this war. This war would be the best war, but this... they are dying, pretty much. They are infirm, so they might die the next year or in a few days. So that's not working out. So we could just invade the duchy. And let's look around. What duchy do we want to invade? So we could go for Normandy. That is called Lex D in this timeline, because the Normans did not exist here. Or we can go for Brittany. I do like to take over Normandy, but... yeah, let's go for Normandy. We have a bit of land here, so we could maybe like slowly take over the north here and make sure Massilia cannot push that far north. Like have like this northern frontier. Alright, there we go. Let's invade Massilia. Was a great suggestion. I wasn't paying attention to Massilia because of the last few campaigns we lost. But right now, we actually have a chance. I didn't know this was happening. I was not paying attention to the politics. I've been role-playing the British Isles and ignoring the continental problems. Ooh. By all means, I made my decision. Right. There we go. The invasion is going to happen. I'm just going not to be overconfident. In the past, we have been overconfident. We have been like pretending that we were the strongest country in the world. Nobody could defeat us. And that only brought us losing wars. So this time, we are just not going to be so overconfident. This time we have learned from our decadent ways. And I want to steal this sword. I got a sword. Let's go. I say I will be careful. 5 seconds later, I steal a sword. We don't have any artifacts, by the way. We had to sell the artifacts because we were losing money. Okay, there we go. We are returning to the island. Now we are launching our invasion. Our invasion force is coming in. The hostage has fully grown. Yeah, I want this hostage to stay longer. You're not allowed to leave. I need you to stay here because I don't want to have a war with Scandinavia. Stay in my court. Be nice to me. We don't want to be backstabbed. At the moment, it was before you came here, it was to weaken them. It was to take over as much as possible from the continent, and then switch religion to this heresy that is happening in Italy. This is a little bit like the Reformation, because they don't have any of the paying communions or head of faith. So we were trying to get piety, that we still could be doing, because at the moment we also are trying to do the theological focus. But if we can directly attack them, that would be better. Because any loss they get to their land is a win for us. It would just be better if we can just march in here, take away their title, and just destroy it. Get rid of this. Get rid of this title that is causing us so many problems. It was funny one time when we were the king of Vardulia, because we were exiled from Asternica one time, and we became the king of Vardulia, and we had to fight our way back to retake our land within our rightful inheritance. But when this happened, for some reason, through some feudal mechanics, you know, feudalism has funny ways of working, our mother became the head of this religion, and then declared war against us. So we had to fight a war against our own mother. So this title, this single title, has caused us so many problems. So many headaches. We want to destroy this title. If we can solve their land. The Lenta Est, I don't remember. Is that past? Is that the future tense of Latin? The Lentales. I forgot. What's the? Oh, Jesus asking in the YouTube. Sorry. When Twitch chat's a bit hard. And Dutch Lost Enemy. Yeah, that's quite cool if you find that. Wait, what's the main religion? Did Christianity turn out the same, or does it not exist? In this timeline, Christianity went east instead of going west, because we were playing in 200 BC or 300 BC. This campaign started, and with a mod, Christianity appeared, but instead of going west, it went east. And tomorrow, they are adding a new expansion, a new DLC. They are adding East Asia, so they're going to add China, Japan, Southeast Asia, the Philippines, Indonesia. And in our Discord, we have been busy trying to make up some custom kingdoms and custom history that happened over here. And I think it would be really cool, because Christianity went east, to put the Pope in Japan and to have samurai crusaders. Because would that not be funny? Would that not be funny to have Japanese samurai crusaders? Because in Japan, the Shinto religion does make the emperor the head of fate, and in Japan anyhow. And they have adopted Buddhism also like a foreign religion in the past, before the Europeans came with the Christianity. And Buddhism did start over here in India, so it would be funny that the Japanese have like their own version of Christianity, but then mixed with like their warrior codes. So who knows? We have to see. So that is how it is, and then we will expand to Europa Universalis. I don't know 5 or 4, but it would be funny if we will meet the Japanese in the Americas, and we will have to see how we will interact with Japan, with Nippon. At the moment, it does seem the fortresses have become better, and I don't think we still can make cannons. I'm just gonna look here. Oh, we can make them. Okay. After this war, we're actually going to make some cannons, because I've been neglecting our technology. We're still trying to use trebuchets to tear down castle walls, and they don't seem to be doing the job anymore. Do you think Christianity will go further west? I don't know if it will go further west. It slowly has been moving now west through the Mongol conquest. Like, it was over here you had the Arestic religion and the Pythian religion, like from the Oracle of Delphi. But when the Mongols came in, they did crush and they did conquer this this region over here. And right now, the East Slavic Empire has formed. We have to change this name. This is just a placeholder name from the conversion one. So maybe we can make like a cooler sounding name for this new empire. Alright, so we have this castle here. I'm gonna do something risky. I'm gonna move this army over here. There we go. This way we also kind of protect the Kingdom of Belgium. Zoe, my cat. No, it's just a cat. Don't whine about my cat. They're actually painting as China's Jesus when Christian came to China. That's actually that's actually funny. Yeah, we could have like a whole alternate history. For China, by the way, I did think of the like a little bit like Romans of the Three Kingdoms, like splitting them up in 3 titles, but not exactly following the Romans of the Three Kingdoms. But maybe there could be some like references to the Romans of the Three Kingdoms. Maybe we can have like Chow Chow or something, or who knows. That would be funny. But I wanted to have different characters in China, and there could be like 3 rulers that both are fighting for the mandate of heaven. But I wanted to leave that up to the people in the Discord to think of cool concepts. We will conquer Belgium one time, okay? We will conquer Belgium. We could declare war now to Belgium, but we can have an in-game reason, a lore reason to declare war. And the reason why we could declare war against Belgium is, if you look here, it's ruled by this family. It's ruled by this house. And right now, the heir, the regent, so the actual ruler of this kingdom is A.D. Valda. This princess has the name of my mother almost, but okay, beyond that point. Well, they're from the Netherlands. This makes sense. I'm Dutch. Okay. Right now, she is married to this person here, to Baron Aulus, and Aulus has children that are not from the rightful dynasty. Like, look at the children. They are from a different dynasty. So, because we own Denmark and the Duke from Denmark has sworn fealty to us, they are actually from this dynasty too. So we could declare war to take Belgium and then to give it to the Duke of Denmark, that they own Belgium, actually Flanders and Holland. So we are going to Belgium. We're going to take Belgium. Why did you conquer Belgium? Because I'm Dutch. Fish Week 2020. Yes. No reasons needed. Just because I'm Dutch, it's my birthright to conquer Belgium. What else do I need? Do I need real reasons? This is a real reason. There's no other reason than being Dutch and declaring war against Belgium. And this alternate view of Jesus was Japanese teenage girl. Well, cheese, you can make that anime. Just make that anime, cheese. It probably will sell cheese if you make that anime. I broke the Game of Thrones mod. Ooh. Because it fed of Odin's ravens. Well, I think you broke the mods then. Odin is don't you know, Dark Noob? Odin is actually a Game of Thrones character. It was in the side notes of book 5. Of course it was. Which is becoming my with his hatred of Belgium. What hatred? What hatred? It's only natural. It's only that. Although we do love Belgium. We do love Belgium. I have to say it. Every time if I talk about Belgium, I have to say... I have nothing against Belgium. But I know, being Dutch, it does sound like I might have a vendetta against Belgium. But it's just what Belgium has against the Dutch too. They make jokes about us. Well-deserved jokes too. Because they make jokes like, haha, you do worse at schools. You have a lower... our students are smarter. And then I could say, you know, you have holes in your roads. So, each their own. Okay, I shall stop. Okay, we have to take one more county up here. I do need to look at attrition at the moment, because we are burning through our attrition. So let's leave these troops on this side of the river. We almost won this war, so... What is a fun fact about Belgium, and I probably say that multiple times in different streams, is that people from Belgium are better in Dutch than the Dutch. Like, they are better in our own language. It's just that's a funny fact. They know more Dutch vocabulary, an average Belgian person, than an average Dutch person. When I went to Belgium, like I went to Antwerp, or I went to Brugge over here, I would go and I would ask, like, hey, I want to have a metro ticket, or no, a tram ticket. So I went to like a place where I could buy the ticket, and I asked the lady, hey, can I have like a tram ticket? And she just looked at me. What do you mean, tram ticket? I said, like, yeah, you know, a tram ticket. And I was using like the English loan word, because I was saying tram ticket, and she was completely confused. And then she looked at me, oh, you mean line ticket? Because apparently that's like the correct Dutch word. And when I tell this story to like other people from Belgium, and when they are young, they don't understand, because young people in Belgium of course know English too, so they would understand I'm using a loan word, but they do use less loan words. And if you are in Belgium, you will see like signs that don't use English loan words or French loan words, that in the Netherlands we don't really care about preserving our language so much. But if you also talk to somebody from South Africa, I don't know if this is completely true, because in South Africa we had like Dutch settlers, and they speak Afrikaans, and it's said that their form of Dutch, or their Afrikaans, is closer to Old Dutch than Modern Dutch. And the same is maybe with English from the States and the English from the UK. So it's like the native country doesn't really care about preserving their own language, but people that go somewhere else, or don't live, or they live in a place where they have to preserve their own language, because in Belgium the country is split between French and Flemish, the Dutch version. They maybe put in more effort of maintaining their own language. Belgium facts. Belgium is weird and needs to be conquered. I will not deny this. You need to talk to Cass. Yeah, I might need. We could talk. We could talk about the language and see the differences. Wish, if you could learn one more language, it would be Greek. I like how it looks. Oh yeah, Greek is good. It is good. It has so much history. And so much, like, also philosophical and theological. So much has happened, like, in Greece. Also, it's quite crazy. And we actually won this war. I didn't expect us to win this war, so I forced demands. And we demanded other hostage. I don't know who this is, but I'm demanding this person to go to my court. There you go. Who did you actually send to my court? Who is this? I asked her to send her own father after this humiliating defeat. Send me your father, you high priest of nothing. Ooh, we have a plague there. Yeah, plague. Perks available. Conversion speed, religious relationship. Okay, I do want. Oh, Converting into a county takes... I will go down this path, just because of this one. And if there are like matches or competitions about placeholder culture, I wanted to remove this culture, but people really wanted to keep it, so that's why there is a culture called placeholder in the world. There is a place called placeholder. It cost me this, and I will gain this duchy. I want to have this duchy. Take it. I feel this is the same with Cypriot Greek too. I don't know if I pronounce this correctly, so let me it's from Cyprus, but let me translate this. Translate, just see if I Greek, or is it actually
Cypriot?
Cypriots, or did you mean it from English? Yeah, they do retain more archaic ancient Greek words. I also feel like it's with people from Sardinia, Sicily. They also say it's a little bit closer to like the Latin from the Romans. Also because they have been more isolated, but also where I live here, we speak Frisian, also. I don't speak it, sadly, because at my home my dad didn't speak Frisian, but he does know Frisian. But when I would go to school, I had classmates who spoke Frisian, or older people who spoke Frisian, or parents of friends who didn't speak any Dutch to me but Frisian. So I do understand the language. And this Frisian is actually one of those languages the people spoke here in this region here. And this is the people that went to England, the Anglo-Saxons that migrated to England and took it over, and then with the Normans and the Scandinavians, this language slowly morphed into modern English today. But if you have Old English, it's closer to this language than any other language in the world. And maybe this language got more preserved because it was like near Dutch, and they were trying to maintain their identity. Even today, it's still like people are putting in effort and money to maintain like the Frisian language. So that's why there is like this language that is close to Old English. And I do think like there is a YouTube channel, also on YouTube, that talks about like Old English. And this person is from Frisia, but he studied like in the UK. Probably is still in the UK, I'm not sure. And also a Hilbert, history with Hilbert, if you're wondering the name. And that person is Frisian, so that he can speak Old Anglo-Saxon that good, or Old English that good, is maybe because he is Frisian and knows actually the older sounds or how it evolved. So that's pretty interesting. But nevertheless, let's look at this newly conquered land of placeholder. This is not somebody from our dynasty. I'm looking for somebody from our dynasty. But actually, I want to give it to the house, this house. Because we want to conquer one time, you know. We want to go and conquer Belgium. We want to have justification to declare war against Belgium. So we do need people from this house in our land. This person seems to be far away. I cannot invite them. Pay for their travel expenses, not coming here. They are over there. Okay, let's see. For another person of this house. Maybe we can actually invite somebody from there, like a rightful heir. Maybe a brother. Invite the court, pay for travel expense, not willing to come. Okay, let's see this person here. They have children here. Okay, let's give it to one of their children. Grant title. We can grant this title, and then we grant them the duchy here. So right now, we can slowly start moving maybe and saying Okay, they are actually the rightful rulers of Belgium, and then we can invade Belgium. But at the moment, it's still ruled by the old King Mark. So we have to see about that. Okay. I do think I will end the stream now. And this was, thank you for being here. It was quite fun to also chat about old languages, to chat about history, and to talk about anime, Dutch animes. So I will have another stream this Wednesday. That will be the Vampirium final stream. And then I hope for Sunday another Crusader King stream. But if it's not possible to have Sunday, it's gonna be a Monday. And then probably we need a... but I don't know if the next Crusader stream will be there because they are adding East Asia. And I will have to troubleshoot and figure out if our mod works with the East Asia expansion. So we have to see about that. I want to start Kingdom Come Deliverance again, but I have to see with work Friday if that's possible to do. And maybe I will ask somebody else to maybe do some game together. Yeah, the Vampirium final. I have to release a video too, so I will try to release my Vampirium video before the end of the final episode. So thank you for watching, and see you another time. The old king is me. Yeah, the old king is you. Well, thank you for watching. Bye bye. Baby. Stream over. Where's the stream over button? I forgot where it is. Oh, there it is. Bye bye.